Hello everybody and welcome back to Stellaris, where we are currently engaged in this war. The League of Non-Aligned Powers decided to declare war on us again for reasons. I have very little explanation as to what those reasons might be, but we're going to go ahead and make some claims here, and we're going to grab Cam. There we go. Excellent. So that'll be great. Why did we just drop to 9? I guess it's just a rounding issue. Power projection. Yeah, that would do it for sure. I mean, we are low on our ships right now, so that's okay. We'll go ahead and tick forward here on fastest speed, although before we do that, we definitely need to work on our jobs. So Dressel Prime looks like it's well and truly under control. What else do we have going on over here? Anything? No, nothing at all. Okay. Well, that's not strictly speaking necessary to do then, so that sounds good. Now, we have these 4 ships, or rather, these 4 fleets going into Pash. So we're going to hit this, and we're going to do a lot of damage here. No doubt about it. Now, they could move additional fleets in through that gateway. We'll see if they choose to. Here we are. And we are just going to wreck the fleets that they have here.
Give them a broadside.
They have no real chance here. So this is excellent. Now, we're going to take losses, absolutely. There's no doubt about it. And we will eliminate their Juggernaut as well. I doubt that we actually destroyed the Juggernaut. Yeah, they didn't lose the Juggernaut. But we'll head in through the wormhole and go take this back. So, at this point, we need to start getting an army up there. Now, we have this army up over here right now. We're heading into Hieroskant, and that's okay. We can go to Enigma's End and then jump drive over here. That's probably going to be our best bet there. Yeah, I think that's the case. The Pearl, Emerald, 7th, and 13th need to be sorted into something, and we're going to put them into the gold for right now. Which is apparently at full strength. I probably should have looked at that. These guys need to be elsewhere then. So, I guess we should send them to the Ruby? Yeah. How long will it take them to get there? That's not too bad, I don't think. Yeah, that should be okay. So we'll send them over there. And we're going to hit Hieroskant. Perfect. And as soon as we're done over here...
Dastardly enemy has sunk our fleet.
What? Where? I don't think they actually have. Yeah, that was a reinforcement defeat, the 9th. I'm not concerned about that. It's just a single cruiser. So we're going to continue to go ahead and hit this reinforce fleet button. Pretty soon here, we're going to stop attacking. That will be fairly necessary. We should actually chill here and stop them from using their mega shipyard. So we'll do that, and then we're going to move in this army here into Vrilzalder. Now, eventually we're going to want to claim this if we haven't already. We have. Okay, perfect. So that'll do. They do have a couple of fleets over here. It looks like they're heading towards Kifatar and Short, or... yeah, that's where they're heading, for sure. So, we've got these guys over in Pash. They don't really have a way to get back up. And... we should send one of these fleets over. Go over to Hasela. There you go. Oh, right, because this is occupied. Never mind. We've already got it. We don't need to do that. I'm a moron. But that's not new news, so that's okay. What else do we have going on here? Well, -7 consumer goods. That's not too bad. And here's our army coming in. That's great. So we do have this transport fleet over here in Zandaban. We will have this taken over very soon. Yes, we extend our deal. Absolutely.
Our landing party has reached enemy shores.
Okay, so we are landing here. And that should give us access to this gateway, which is a big deal. A very big deal indeed. We will continue to reinforce our fleets, of course.
Hostile station engaged.
So yes, they are attacking Kifatar. That is completely and totally expected. When is...
Our base is under
this going to finish up?
Starbase is lost.
Very soon, because we need to free up fleets to go to Kifatar, and these two are it. So that'll be fine.
Fire at will. Our post
Just as soon as we finish this up. In fact, we should take these two fleets and position them over at the gateway. There we go. Excellent. Now, where are they attacking us? Huh. In the X941 Singularity, with just a single fleet. That's interesting.
we grow ever stronger.
This combat width is only 5. That's kind of rough.
Starbase is lost.
Okay. So, I mean, they're going to do a lot of damage here. But they're not going to win this. So that's interesting. But they can definitely take out some defensive platforms. Cool. We're going to sell off some minerals. There we go. I really wish we'd finish this battle up. That combat width is definitely stymieing us a bit. But we're going to have that done very, very shortly. And that will free up quite a lot of resources. So that's a very big deal. We need to come over here to Kifatar. And we also need to continue to reinforce our fleets. Okay. We are in a lag tick here. Oh, that wasn't a very bad lag tick. Okay, that's fine. Sounds good.
We have taken their planet.
Okay,
Seize
we've
their
finally freed
credits.
up these fleets over here. So we don't care about the 60th. We're going to send these guys over to Kifatar. Through Hadar. There we go. And the transport fleet here, it does not need to be over on this side anymore. So we can come over like this way and head to Weguvis. That would be fine. We could land on Jorgen. Sure. Sounds good to me. So we're at minus 10 consumer goods right now. And do we have any other jobs that we can do here? Yes, we do. This foundry station. Well, that's not going to help our consumer goods. But we can put in alloy nanoplants there. We're doing okay on food for now. So that's great. This agro world here, we absolutely want to put in a civilian industry. There we go. This forge world, hang on, I want to check something. Specifically artisan output. Okay, I wanted to check to see if Ministry of Production increased the pearl divers from the agriculture district. I don't believe that they do. Okay, so this forge world, we're really probably more efficient putting these jobs elsewhere, but we do have plenty of housing here, so we're going to put in an admin complex. That'll be fine. This agro world here requires a job, and we will absolutely be putting in a civilian industry there. That needs to be our primary economic focus right now. This forge world, we're going to drop a sky dome and replace that with a civilian industry. Remember, civilian industries are artisans, so those are affected by the Ministry of Production. Okay, otherwise, that looks good. So we're going to be heading into Kifatar pretty soon here. And how are we doing with this invasion over in Hiraskan? Okay, that's good. We're going to head over to Enigma's End as soon as we can here. There we go. And into Kifatar we go, laggily, but that's fine. We will absolutely win this fight. They don't really have a chance here. We will take losses, though. There's no doubt about it. We will continue to reinforce our fleets as we can. Sounds good. So we win this fight fully as expected. So 25 to 39% at this time. Okay. So this is under control. These guys up here, they don't seem to be at all interested in attacking us other than over here, which we are defending with the Heavenite now. So they don't seem interested in attacking us. This over here is where things are a little sketchier. And we should probably head on into Lintigger here pretty soon. Although that's a 122k, and we should probably just await reinforcements here. That'll be fine. In fact, generally speaking, I think we should just await reinforcements kind of across the board. We did get food from jobs. That's fine. We don't really need any more food from jobs necessarily at this exact moment. So I think we're going to go for something like Army Health. That'll do. We are still in a lag tick here, so I guess we will check for some jobs. Since there's not much war work we can do while we're lagged. This foundry station, we could definitely put in a civilian fabricator. That is a very good idea. What else do we got? Nothing. That would be the answer there. Absolutely nothing. Well, hopefully this won't be too long of a lag tick. The one that ended the last episode ended up being about 5 minutes, which was an extremely long lag tick. So hopefully this won't be too bad. In the meantime, we can evaluate some of our fleets. Do we really need 4 fleets to hold Pash? Well, for right now, I think so. We should definitely jump drive over to Hasela, and then after that, we will hop over to Hasela Prime. Although we can't queue... Oh, we're ticking now. Beautiful. We can't queue this up until we actually finish our jump, so that's fine. Okay, we're going to finish off a couple of tiny little fleets there. And there's our jump, so we will go ahead and land on Hasela Prime and liberate that. Wonderful. We are, of course, going to be heading in over here fairly soon. And it looks like they are taking back some of this territory over here. I'm going to go ahead and send the Topaz alone. Oh, this is a lot of reinforcements. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and send the Topaz alone to head out over this direction. Cool. So that'll be fine. At this time, they would not be willing to settle status quo. They do have Chort under their control, and that is over here. So the Bronzite and the Ruby would, of course, head down and liberate that. I think what we're going to do is we're going to have the Bronzite head to Hadar. And then we'll have these two, like, separately patrol here. I think that'll do.
We grow ever stronger.
That's all of our ships queued up. That's wonderful. We'll sell off our minerals.
Hostile
Very good.
Station engaged.
Okay. So this looks absolutely fine.
Hostile station engaged.
No problem whatsoever here. We are landing down this way. So they're up to 40% war exhaustion at this moment. And once again, we are winning this war. This was fully expected, of course. And we're going to continue working on making some claims over this way. So 87,109 due to hostile claims protection. Okay, sure. Okay, yeah. We're definitely going to continue working on making claims over this way. We are doing this as quickly as we can, which isn't amazingly fast. But it'll be fine. Okay, so the Ruby and all of its reinforcements will catch up with it eventually. The Ruby is going to patrol up to Brenamath, while the Bronzite, if we get rid of all of its reinforcements, are going to patrol over to Hadar. Like that. So each one of these will hit 3 systems. Cool. Wasat has been attacked, but we don't actually care about that, necessarily. The Topaz is going to push down over this direction. I'm thinking about the actual pathing that we take here. And this would be the better pathing. So we'll go ahead and do that. Cool. The gold has reinforced, and we're going to send it into Lintigger. We're chilling in Hieroskant right now, and that's to prevent them from utilizing their mega structure. Their mega shipyard there, so that'll be fine. We've got the Nephrite in Valonis, and that's fine as well. The silver is over here, and really probably should go on the offensive. What is the strength of this station? Yes, go ahead and hit that. That'll be fine. The Heavenite is defending Gatria. I like it. The Opal is defending Pash, and the Astrolite is one of the 3 fleets in Pash as well. Okay. So we're going to head into Pash here, and we're going to land on Kumalad. So we'll go ahead and land there.
Engaging the enemy.
And eventually we'll have that under our control, which will give us this gateway and free up these fleets here. So that'll be fine. And I mean, at the rate we're going, we may well have all of this occupied by the end of the war. I don't know. We're definitely making progress on it. There's no doubt about that. We do need to continue to attack Frigalin here. Frigalin? Yeah, I guess Frigalin. Okay. The gold has taken fairly substantial losses in Lintigger. That's fine. We will just go ahead and reinforce all that. Actually, that wasn't all of it, but we'll reinforce a bunch of it anyway. What ship do we need to reinforce? It would be the Diamond. Where is the Diamond? Ah, the Diamond is in Pash, which is currently inaccessible to our fleets. Right. That would be the case. So we can sell off our minerals here, and it will be accessible quite soon. After we finish these invasions here, we're going to land on Agster, and that won't be very challenging. So that sounds good. This fleet is not doing anything, and we want them to head over to, like, Ginnigan. We'll have them jump drive over there, and they can just land on Avasar. Cool. So that'll be absolutely fine. The Azerian authority is going to be substantially shrunk after this war. It's going to be much, much smaller. Zandaban is definitely something that we want to claim for that gateway. That is absolutely a high priority for us. So we'll take that. Excellent. We will continue to reinforce our fleets, and because we have a pretty good surplus of alloys now, we know that we are okay to go on the offensive. So that's something that we will be doing pretty soon. I'm going to go ahead and send the Astrolite out over this direction. Like, they can go to Yakari. That'll be fine. And then the Opal, they are going to go where exactly? They are going to go probably over to Rebelon. Yeah, that'll be fine. And then the Diamond. The Diamond, where are they going to go? The answer is... Why am I not seeing them in this list? Because they're right there. Okay. We're going to send the Diamond up to Umik. That'll be fine for now. So they're at 41%, and the Topaz, of course... No, I don't want to disband that. The Topaz is going to head over this direction. Clear up a bunch of this area. Excellent. What else do we have? Well, the transport fleet here needs to land somewhere else in Ginnigan, and we'll land on Vagalod. And of course, Pash is now fully under our control, so we could head down to, like, Reprix and land on Ivana. I like it. We are going to run out of Unity soon enough, in about a year. And when we do that, we're going to have to drop our influence gain, which is unfortunate, but it's fine. The Heavenite Safit was just defeated somewhere. Where were they? Gatria. Okay, they're hitting Gatria quite hard. So in that case, we are going to pull the Opal and the Diamond back to Pash. And we're going to tell them, go head to Gatria. This is fine, to be clear. I mean, they're going to take heavy losses from this, but they're going to be able to push through. We'll be able to respawn before they can get too far, though. So I'm not too concerned about it. The Nephrite is still defending here. The Silver has attacked Frary, and they're going to move down towards Sanctuary. That will be the current goal for them. Excellent. And then the Gold has taken damage for sure, but it is going to get reinforced. Yakari will eventually go down, but we'll head to Hickim for now. Yeah, that seems fine. The Bloodstone is, of course, holding in Hierisket, and that's okay, too. So they've attacked Gatria. And it looks like they're bringing in actual armies here. Well, maybe not. The Heavenite is currently in Seoul, and we're going to go ahead and start reinforcing them. We also need an admiral here, and we'll put in this guy. We're not going to attack the Heaven, or rather the guys over here with the Heavenite, of course. We're going to move the Heavenite back to this gateway so that it can reinforce much more quickly. And honestly, because of its heavy damage and the fact that it has no Titan, we should just have it come back to Trapano. It'll be there in just 27 days. That's not a big deal. And here come the reinforcement fleets, so no problem whatsoever here. 32 to 45%. Not too bad. And we're going to need to head over... We don't have a general here. We should definitely recruit one. Butcher is fine. We're going to head over to Polkor and land on another Ivana. This is a different Ivana. That's okay. We are full on minerals. We'll go ahead and sell those off. And we will continue to reinforce our fleets. And we are fully reinforced. So we're fine here, despite the losses that the Heavenite sustained. Okay, we're going to be heading in over here very shortly. Yep, there we go. And we should be able to win this fairly handily. Perfect. They're going to try to hold it, and they're going to fail horribly. This is not going to go well for them at all. There we go. Excellent. We will enter orbit here and queue up our reinforcements. There we go. 34 to 48. I like it. It's going well thus far. I believe this army requires orders, yes? Yes. So this is partly occupied. We will head over to Apencer next. There we go. Okay. All looks good. No real problems thus far. Our landing party has reached enemy shores. We managed to get Gatria back under our control, and we're going to have the Heavenite built very soon. This is not the Heavenite. Victory! This is the Heavenite. Apparently, this looks bugged. Victory! Okay, there we go. That's more like it. So these battleships are going to finish up soon, but the Heavenite is almost fully rebuilt already. So that's excellent. Okay, of course, the Diamond is up there. The Bloodstone is there. The Topaz is going to head into Peya. And, I mean, honestly, at this point, there's not a lot of locations for these fleets to go. We'll clear up some of these areas. The Nephrite is chilling. The Silver is going to push over this direction, I feel like. Something kind of like that. The Heavenite is getting refit and repaired. And the Opal is defending Gatria. All looks good to me. This looks completely fine. We can continue to reinforce a little bit, but honestly, all that's needed now for the Heavenite is its Titan. So that's really not bad. And that's going to be done in 500 days. That has definitely improved. We are full on minerals. We'll go ahead and sell those off, keep ourselves a bit afloat. We also should probably back off on this buy order of consumer goods. And let's go ahead and check through our jobs here, see if there's anything to be done. The answer is no. Okay. That's a little surprising. But sure. I guess we'll accept that. So we're going to need to back off on our a will to power edict here. Unless we think we can back off on a Grand Fleet instead. Hang on. 2889, huh? No, I think that's a bad idea right now. We're going to back off on a will to power. I do want to back off on a Grand Fleet soon. How are we doing over here? These are all good to go. We can definitely get a few more star bases. I'm going to queue up 3 more anchorages. So we're going to get a starport here, a starport here, and a starport here. Okay, so we'll get those underway. But with that, it is about time to put a cut in here. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. And next episode, we're going to see if we can get these guys to realize that declaring war on us is a bad idea. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings and I will see you all next time.